broadcast.
Welcome to Janet's Planet, where we're traveling at the speed of thought. And boy, oh boy, am I excited. We have my dear friend Kuniko Yamamoto, who is going to show us all kinds of amazing things in origami. Some things that you may know, some things that you may not. In fact, do you know that the space industry uses origami quite a bit in design? So without further ado, everybody make welcome my friend Kuniko Yamamoto.
Hello, everybody. Ohayo gozaimasu. I'm from Japan and in the States, and I try to speak English as much as Japanese. But sometimes my English is kind of messed up. So please forgive me if I mush up. And I hope you can all hear me okay. And my English is okay.
Perfect.
Now, origami. What is origami? Anybody know? And most of people understand what we use. So we use, yeah, somebody raising hand.
Origami paper.
Yeah, origami is a paper. And what do? Do you paint? Do you
Fold?
You fold, and that's exactly what it is. And that is the art of paper folding. I got a paper right here, and maybe I can fold them. You don't have to fold with me. I just want to show you how the origami works, just in case you've never seen it. So just a piece of paper by folding, what do I got? A kite. And if I fold more, what is this shape called? Yeah. And I'm going to fold even more. You shape it into thing. You might. Can you see what it's like now?
That's great.
And that could be somewhere in the North Pole or Arctic or in your cartoon, I guess. Using the same creases inside out. And you can manipulate the fold to create another character.
Oh, wow. That is so great.
And we will look at the shape and think what you see. Like what I have is a little strip. And if I fold it like this, what does it look like? What does it make you think that could be?
Anybody want to take a good guess at what they think that could be? Let me see if I got a hand raised. All right, Maggie and Evie. Okay, Evie, what do you think it could be?
A car. I think it looks a little like a fish because like the tail looks separated from the body and stuff with the folds.
Okay,
Ooh.
stay right there. Stay right there. Keep looking. What does it look like now? I gave another fold.
Ooh. Hold on, let me come over here. I see Anders' hand. What do you think, Ander? What does it look like now?
It sort of looks like the roof of a house.
Yeah, it does. And then if somebody say this is like roof or house, simply trapezoid, or what now? What do you think?
Evie, what do you think?
Maybe a dog or a bunny.
Now
what? Maggie.
I think it looks a little like a piano.
Yeah, great. And
Envelope.
Hey, Severus, what do you think it looks like now?
It's an envelope. Well, now it's like, I don't even know.
You know,
Hey,
okay.
Is it a table? Is it a table?
There's no wrong idea to what you see because we were using, what are we using?
oh, let's see. Our creativity.
Creativity. And we were using creativity and imagination. And with your creativity and imagination, I have a story to tell you. Once upon a time, in Japan, high in the Fuji mountain, there was a tree that had never lost its leaves more than 1,000 years. Time has come. The tree deceased and lost leaves. Cold winter came, and far beneath the snow, all the leaves are waiting for the spring. And when the spring came, leaves became wings, and they became butterfly as the earth was reborn in the season.
Bravo. You guys, look, you can tell stories with paper. This is outstanding.
And that is the creativity and the imagination comes into handy. I can go on and on like this. Once upon a time, I lived in Osaka, Japan, and Osaka, Japan looked like a square town. And I went to school just like you did. Right now, you have a remote learning experience, but you guys usually go to school, right? And I went to school by walking. And my path to the school was straight, no curves, no turn, walking, 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 I'm walking. On the way to my school, there was a truck. I've never seen that truck before. And behind the truck, there was a pyramid. I did not see the pyramid before either. I had to investigate. I opened the gate, there was nothing. But on the bottom, there was a soft opening. And when I opened it, it sucked me in. And inside, there was a box. Kite flew me to the sky. And in the sky, I met a superhero, Superman. And Superman invited me to his I wonder where would he invite me? To his spaceship. In the spaceship. Who was there?
The king is there.
The king was there. And you know what the king was doing? Making origami paper crane. Because in Japan, we say that if you fold 1,000 paper cranes, your wish is sacred and strong. Your wish would come true. His wish was peace on earth, but I don't think he finished yet because peace on earth is not here yet. But the thing is, never give up until you finish 1,000.
And I was told recently and shared this with Kuniko that in Japan, their space agency is called JAXA. And one of the requirements of a JAXA astronaut is that they must fold 1,000 cranes, and to see the astronaut agency there in Japan wants to see, is the first crane as good as the 100th crane, as good as the 900th crane. So even in this beautiful story that Kuniko and this Japanese tradition she's just shared with us, there is also a space application. Pretty great, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely. And that is a great mix. What Janet was just mentioning to you all is exactly in us, something old, ancient, and then that combined with a modern idea, so that we do not lose ourselves of our roots. And here's another story, because I'm crazy about what Janet is teaching in here, I went to read some stuff, and I'm going to tell you what I found out. And to find out, I'm going to show you origami that is not only one. Let's count, everybody. You don't have to raise your hand. Count with me over there, all right?
All right. 1, 2.
Wait, that's too easy. We do it in Japanese, so okay. Ichi,
Ichi,
ni,
ni,
san,
san,
shi,
shi,
go,
go,
roku.
loku.
Wonderful. So I got the 6 pieces to tell you about the time the Earth was born. 4.54 billion years ago, our planet Earth was born. It took more billions of years for the tree to grow. And once the tree grew, more trees grew, and flower blossomed. More flowers filled the planet with beauty. Then the water embraced us all in one.
What? That's awesome.
Time passed, the wind blew, and something grew inside. Butterflies. So this is the stories. I used my imagination by using something I read from science books. So that's something you can do. Yes, you can do so much to enhance your science experience. And that's why I am here to share with you origami. And you know what? I'm not the only one who came to think it that way. The folks at NASA, the scholars, one day used origami. And the possibility of origami is infinite.
Wow, that's so great.
And it's really happening, and I cannot bring NASA in my studio, so I got the video, and today Wade is helping me to share with you the video that NASA is using origami in a real way. Can we start the video with NASA?
Yes, perfect.
Origami is the ancient art of Japanese paper folding. For years, it has been used to create stunning works of art. But origami has also been used in more surprising ways, like car airbags, stents, and even space exploration.
what we want in space are large structures, not necessarily massive, but large, which means you can make them out of thin materials. And wherever you can make them out of thin materials, you can use origami to fit them in these rockets.
Many space projects have used the folding principles of origami. The solar array wings on the ISS use a Z folding pattern, and the Mars Phoenix lander used a fan-folding solar array called the Ultraflex.
Because the biggest rockets we have right now are only about 5 meters in diameter, we have to come up with a way of folding up this very large structure into spaces that we can launch it inside a rocket. And once it gets to space, it can unfold itself. And origami is one mechanism by which we can do that because it gives us the underlying mathematics of how large, thin sheets fold up.
One origami project currently in development at NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab is the Star Shade, which is essentially a big star blocker. Have you ever tried to take a picture of someone when the bright sun is beating down on them? All the detail gets washed out. This is the same problem astronomers have when trying to image exoplanets. Currently, astronomers detect exoplanets indirectly using a shadow technique called the transit method. For an Earth-sized exoplanet orbiting a sun-like star, they can't be imaged in detail because the stars they circle are much brighter than they are. This is where the Star Shade comes in, to help block that bright light to better help astronomers learn more about these mysterious planets and look for biosignatures for life.
One of the ways in which we're thinking about suppressing the starlight is using something called Star Shade, which is a very large external occulter that flies in front of a space telescope and blocks out that starlight so you can image that really faint planet right next to it.
Sounds easy enough, but the Star Shade is roughly the size of a baseball diamond.
Because the Star Shade is so huge, we have to come up with a way of folding up this very large structure into spaces that we can launch it inside a rocket. And once it gets to space, it can unfold itself.
Which is where origami comes in.
So this is one of the candidate fold patterns that we had for the inner part of the Star Shade, what we call the optical shield. It's got a very deterministic shape when it's folded up, so we designed it to have this shape in which it can account for the thickness of that blanket. You can mathematically define how this sheet of paper is folded up, and the way it unfolds is like that it creates these very nice spirals inside the folded structure. It's quite remarkable in its simplicity.
This giant space flower may seem simple in design, but not in implementation. The Star Shade will need to unfold with millimeter accuracy. Once opened, thrusters will move the craft through space, positioning the Star Shade between the star and the space telescope. With the star now being shaded, the telescope can image the planet in detail to find out whether conditions for life exist. Origami has been practiced on Earth for years, and scientists will continue to draw inspiration from it to help package big space structures more efficiently, from solar sails that use sunlight for propulsion to sunshades for telescopes like Gaia and the James Webb once it launches in 2019.
We can take these ideas from origami and apply them to spacecraft structures that way.
Because when it comes to the future of space exploration, if we want to think big, we also have to think small. For more science documentaries, check out this one right here. Don't forget to subscribe and keep coming back to Seeker for more videos.
Awesome.
Awesome, eh? Everybody, could you just stand up? And you don't have to be too away. Just stand up, simply. Just stand up.
Everybody stand up.
Stand up on your foot. On your foot.
Yes,
And
stand up.
I want you to challenge yourself on your 1 feet. Okay, so I'm raising up my knee in my front. Yeah, this way. Okay. And then I want you to have your arms up and then lean to right, lean to left, and then lean forward and then back. And now you're gonna do it. Challenge again. Close your eyes. Oh, that's hard. Can you keep the balance? Oh, I almost lost it. That's a balance. Yeah. Are you able to do it good? Yeah. When you challenge yourself, like closing eyes or moving around, we lose our balance. But if you are not moving, you are not challenging yourself. Losing balance is hard, but creativity, imagination, art, and science, and these are always a balance. You cannot just have one side, you will lose it. But if you put it together, oh, I see somebody doing this, just like a putting both thing, it is put yourself together in the balance. That the idea, the video you just saw was so much about balance. Challenge yourself with using something new and old. Origami is old. It has a history of more than 1,000 years. And it's still passed down generation. And right now, what we are passing down the generation is very modern. Okay, you can have a seat. Eric, thank you for trying that. I felt good.
Bravo, everybody. Good job.
Bravo, bravo. And here's something I'm gonna pass down generation to my friends like this. You can make origami toys.
Whoa.
Like a slinky, isn't it?
Oh,
And
you know what? Do you have time to take a look at what Jack has made us? Hey, Jack, let's see what you've got there. Let me try to get you. Jack, you're going to have to talk to us so I can hear you and we'll see you better. Tell us what you made. I can't hear you, Jackie. I've got you unmuted. Can you hold up it again? That is pretty great. Type to me how you learned how to do that. For some reason, I can't hear you, but that is pretty awesome.
I want to see.
Hold it up one more time. It looks like Chris is like, it's Chris level. Ah, that is looking pretty great. Awesome. Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's a Sonova cube, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good. Have you tried more than 6 pieces? Like a 24, you can try that Sonova cube using 12 pieces. And then that becomes like a star. I think I have it. Hang on, I want to show you. Everybody, this is a good example. This is called a unit origami. And he used 6 simple pieces like a Lego, but you can do more than that. Hang on just a sec, I'll bring it in.
And Evie and Maggie, you guys are also showing us something cool over there. Did you you have your own crane?
I made this.
Wow. Super great, guys.
I invented this cobra.
Yeah,
I don't
awesome.
know if you can see its stomach, but
Yeah, very well done.
you know how to make a swan? I just do like the opposite of the swan rather than using the end of the cone as its head. I use the front of it, and then I just unfold it to a cobra.
That's great. I love you did that because that's a way you can design the origami. That's your creativity comes into play. You know something basic and then you kind of modify it to your own. And then this is a Sonove unit that if you use that this is a 6, if you use a 6 pieces, that would be a cube. But if you, this one is a 24 pieces together, and then you will make it into a thing like that. Okay.
Awesome, guys. Oh, this is so fun.
And then talking about using more than one piece. This is more than one piece. So you can keep churning that. It's called a fireworks.
Oh, it does look like fireworks.
Isn't it?
How many pieces of paper in that?
That one is a 14. And you don't have to do many big unit origami. You can do something as simple as this, just the 3 pieces put together. It's like a little star. This is a mini version of fireworks to me.
Very cool.
And then this could be your fidget toy. You can just keep spinning it.
Yeah, no need to spend $14 on that fidget toy. You can make your own.
Exactly. And when you are working for engineering or the NASA, you'll be thinking about how things move. It's hard for me to do this way, so let me do this way.
Wow.
And spinning is the spinner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can imagine. It's spinning. I wanted to move the camera drastically, but I'm too lazy for that. And I have more to show you. Now I was showing you something very modern and something such a new area to pass down to you, younger you. And what I received from my mom, grandma, origami was like this. Little cute thing like this, or I love this hummingbird.
Oh, beautiful.
And little flower like that. And then of course the paper crane, some of you have, that is the traditional model as well. And this one is actually, I learned from my origami artist friend.
Oh, it's a bug.
Yeah, it's got the 6 legs. This took me a while to make it, but it was surely fun. It was so satisfying, let me put it that way. And
That's pretty great.
how about you make one of the very simple. I'm gonna make you feel much better. Don't feel nervous to make origami. Some people just say, I'm not good at this. And that's no worry. We are going to make it together. It's a simple, nice origami.
Hey, Kuniko, can you look up there? I'm not sure what's, Jack, I've got you unmuted, so I don't know what the thing is, but he's got an origami fish up there.
Yay! That's cute. Is that 1 piece or 2 piece together?
1 piece.
Wow, that's cool.
Very nice.
Wow, really? Anybody else folded anything that you can show that to me?
Let's see. Anybody else got something they want to show us? I don't see anything. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, down here in South Africa. What do you got there, William?
This like cracking.
Yeah. And you say
Another one,
uh-huh.
and another one. I have a lot more of them.
Awesome.
Yeah, wonderful. Everybody, what you just saw was a toy that I used to play when I was your age. That is a fortune teller, right?
Right.
Okay, so many to make. And then I'm excited about this. You're gonna make this, and I'm gonna show you very, very quick. So see what you're gonna make. In this class, you're gonna make one of this, and then another one, 2 or 3 origami designs. And you simply fold it to this way, and then next, before you know it, that is a double door. You don't have to fold it right now. I'm just showing you. And then that becomes a house. That is your house, future house. And in the house, I wanted to have a piano. And I go outside. I wanted to have an outside party. So I made a party hat. I wanted to entertain you. Hello, I'm a singing puppet. How are you? Good morning to you. Ohayo. No. So that's what you are going to make. And at the end, when it becomes a puppet, you can do the whiskers and eyes, whatever you like, because that is going to be yours. So anybody who has never made origami, this is going to be your first one. Yeah, heart. Very good. All right, so to show you this, I have two ways to show you. One is video that I already recorded so that you can follow step by step. But I have more than a couple of kids, all of you. So from time to time, if you get stuck or if you don't know how to do it, just wave your hands, big hands. Is that right, Janet? So maybe we can come help. What is
Sure.
it?
And especially in the middle of the video so that we can continue the tutorial, if you guys will just kind of send me a message, then I can ask her to stop and we'll ask that question if you get stuck. So right now, make sure you've got your paper close by, and Wade, you're going to bring up that origami tutorial for us. Perfect. And again, if you guys have questions, just send me a quick chat and we will let Miss Kuniko answer that question. Take it away, my friend.
Yeah, and I'm going to be talking over. Can you all hear me? Okay. Oh, wait, Janet, I'm sorry. We have to make your paper to a square. I forgot about that part.
All right.
Wait, I'm sorry. Could you put that origami video back? I have to show them this way. So
sure, we'll stop the share, Wade, and we'll come back to make a square.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Here's my paper, and you got your rectangle. I think most of yours is rectangle. If you have square paper, you're fine. Just stay with it. Here's a shorter part and a long side part. That's what I have. And from the top corner, either left or right, grab the top corner and fold the corner to the opposite side, making triangle. And make sure the lines are matched where my finger is. And on the very, very top, it's very sharp. And when you lined up, pinch the middle of your folded edge, pinch the middle, and make sure on the top, it's very sharp. When it's sharp, pinch your finger and do that all the way. I did it in the air so that I can show you to the camera, but click on the table and make a crease. I'm gonna just make a big, sharp, flat crease. That is the important thing. Make the heavy crease, not the soft crease. Soft crease will unfold easy. So try that. And very good. And then when you are done, I think most of you are done to this part, right? Okay.
We are.
Okay. Here's the edge of the triangle. And this is the line you are going to cut away. You don't need the scissors. I'll show you how to do it. So here, fold in the rectangle on the edge.
just like that.
Just like that. And then put it on your table, make it nicely, precisely, good crease onto it. So what I'm using is, if you don't have the long nail like I do, you don't need that. You can just use your finger, and by pinching, go slow, don't go fast. I saw some kids go, and that doesn't work. So go slow, okay? All right, and then unfold this, go reverse the fold, which meaning now you are folding it to the back. You're gonna go back and forth at least 3 times. So I did 1. You are not making a new creasing line. You are using the same line, but all you have to do is just come forward and back. So this is my 3rd time. I think that's about, okay. And unfold the whole thing. You will tear this part, and I will be carefully start from the edge. Go slow, go slow, 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 slow. Be patient.
What's up there, Jack? What'd you make now?
What is that?
Oh, that is cool. Send me a message of what that is. I don't know why we can't hear you. Now, one of the things I want everybody to be very cognizant of and realize is that part of this ancient, beautiful Japanese tradition is, oh, way to go there, William, is that going slowly and meticulously benefits you, because that's when you get something awesome. Too often in this world, we tend to rush and think we have to get it done fast. This is one of these ancient things that can, in fact, improve our engineering skills, because it slows us down to really take our time and do it correctly. Beautiful. All right, so does everybody have their square of paper?
Very
All
good.
right.
And then that will give us a good start. So now you know you don't have to buy a fancy origami paper. Origami paper comes with a package like this, usually 6 to 9 inches square, and one side is color and the other side is different color, or one side is white, one side is color. That is a typical origami paper, but this is perfect.
This will work.
Okay, now we can start that to fold it into a house. Wait, thank you so much for waiting, holding it for me, and we will play the video. So the first, you put your paper as a square paper on the table and fold it from the bottom to the top by matching to top. And now you made a rectangle, and now video is going fast to make one more time to the square, which is a quarter square. That's what you are going to make. All right, so let's pause the video right now.
All right.
You got that? Okay. So if you missed it, you don't have to put me there. You can just see it, the rectangle, half, and then half again, and then it's a square right there.
Perfect. Okay. Yep.
Yep. Okay. And go back, up, unfold back to rectangle. Can we? And then what you're gonna do is opening side is on the bottom.
Okay.
Fold edge is on the roof. Okay, let's see the video.
All right.
So the bottom is the opening side like a tent. And you can see the edge and the center crease. We are going to make it into a double door. So fold the right side to the center crease, and it makes a tight crease. And you will do the same to the opposite side. And here you go, the double door. Let's stop, let's pause the video, please. Very good. So that you can take your time. Yep, yep, you got it, you got it. And when you make the double door, try not to overlap the two flaps. You know the double door is like double door meets right at the center, no overlap, no big gap. That's the idea of the double door fold. And in origami world, we call it book fold. All right, now everybody okay?
I think so. I see that it's like, it says it's like sides not exactly lined up. If they don't have their sides exactly lined up, do they need to go back and fold again? What's your recommendation?
For this design, just go with it. It's not gonna be a huge problem, but you can adjust a little bit if you can.
All right. I think we're all here. Let's move on to the next step.
Next step, let's watch the video first, because this is a little three-dimensional and open squash. So to think about your words open squash, let's watch the video.
Hey, wait, can you advance? Oh, there we go. Advance the video, please. Let's see. Wade? I don't know, the video may be frozen. Hold on. So,
I can show you from here. Would you like to see it from here?
yeah, let's see it from here, and then we'll go back to the video when you can, Wade.
Okay, right. See, this is a balance. Do it, I'll do it. And if the video does better, the video does better. Okay, so from here, open the one door towards you. Yeah, so this is something you are looking at. And here's a pocket inside. My paper has a different color inside, but yours don't, okay? And put your finger on the very middle of the pocket on the bottom. You see that where my finger is tapping? Okay, that is gonna be your elevator. From the bottom, you are installing the elevator all the way to the top right here, all the way to the top, because elevator goes all the way to the top, right? And spread your fingers so that the house opens up. Yeah, just follow me. And then from the top, squash the roof. You see the triangle coming down, and you squash. Now, when you squashed, you don't want to have your roof crooked or tilted, so make it very nice, horizontal. And to do so, match this vertical crease lined up.
Perfect.
Great. And you guessed it. Yes, you do the same thing on the opposite side. Open the door and put your escalator from the bottom, go all the way up, 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 up. And when you hit the top, spread your fingers to triangle and open squash. You got it.
Awesome. All right.
Very good. From the house, do you remember what I made next?
Ooh, I don't.
It's hard to imagine from here that turned into a piano.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Use the metal flap. Yeah, here's a wall, 1, 2, 3, 4 walls. Right here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the middle is a flap. Here's a flap. And the bottom of the wall folded up to the bottom of the triangle.
The bottom of the wall folded up to the bottom of the triangle.
Yeah, I said bottom of the triangle, so don't go over the triangle line, and then make a sharp crease because it's layered. Then you will do one more in the same style. It's the same flap. Now this time it goes over the roof. Overlap the roof and then make it flat.
Okay.
So it's like a gutter or the flat window on the roof.
And I just got word from Wade, if you want him to play the video, he can play it now.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it's almost done actually.
No worries, we'll keep going, but thank you, Wade.
I'm sorry.
And Jesse says he likes you better. He likes seeing you better than the video. So that's good feedback.
Yeah, good. You know, you are learning, I am learning too. So, with me. All right, from here, turn it. Oh, no. We're going to make a piano. So let's have the side towards you. That's your view. And that is a piano or like a couch.
Yay!
Yeah, so this is your thing. And it will stand on your table. It does, it really does. And some people say, I just want to keep it as a piano. That's fine. And after this, I made a little hat. So can you imagine the piano turning into a hat? Origami is crazy. So you fold your keyboard up to the top of the trapezoid, and then make it flat, make it the flat whole thing, and then turn it over to the back side. And then there's no flaps on it. That's how you know that is a back. And do you see the side left and right or left? Both sides, you're gonna make double door in the back. So turn the page to the center, like you are making a book. And some of you might be worried about the line is not straight out and it doesn't meet exactly in the middle. In this case, you can adjust as much as you can, and that's what it takes. And from the bottom, okay, everybody with me? Okay.
So.
All right, then from the bottom, fold it up to the bottom of the triangle, which is the same maneuver you did to the last piece. And after you made a fold, you do one more time.
Oh.
As a result, you have little flap on this side, and you have same flap on the back side, and you have opening in the middle. That is to make your hat, and to make nicely, make this opening like a diamond square. So you are stretching the fold on the back or on the top of the hat. And that is your hat. Very good. I see you guys putting it on. And you put your finger inside, that becomes a puppet. Here's a finger L I have, finger L, and put your finger inside. So here's my second finger and here's my thumb. Put a hot dog right into, here's my hot dog, right into the mouth and bite it. And that is your puppet. Great job. Great job. Yeah, Janet, I love it. That makes you smile.
That is awesome. So super good. How fun is that? All right.
Use your imagination. This is a great practice for your imagination and creativity. You can make a story like I did for the paper crane. So in this case, you can start from, you started from the square, right? And then once upon a time, there was somebody and you make up a character or you say it yourself, whatever, the character. And then when, that was a once upon a time. And then where, is it in Japan? It's in the outer space, in the Mars. And you start the story because the beginning was a house. What kind of house did you live? And who lived with you? And did you like them? Or did you have a heck of a time? And did you have a pet? And the next was a piano. So you had a story to tell. You had a music inside. What kind of music do you play? And you have a party. So far, so good. You have a party time and you had a great time, but here's a great storytelling. Something has to happen. It can be a bad thing or it can be a good thing. You decide which one happens. Something has to happen. So at the party, maybe they had a visitor, a dragon, and blew the fire or something like that. Kids told me that one time. And you make a trouble, and at the end, somebody solves the problem. You happen to have a little guy, whatever the character you make up, and then you solve the problem. Yes? You will have the entire story that goes with the origami.
Bravo. Everybody give a big round of applause to yourselves and everything. Now, Ander apparently also not only made this, but at some point, Ander, where are you, my dear? I lose you here. You had made, tell me about what you had made.
So 1 sec, I'm just putting on the finishing touches. But what I did was after I just had a little bit of time, so I said, man, why don't I make a space shuttle? So I made a space shuttle. So the orange thing in the background is the external tank, and the white thing is the space shuttle itself. And I'm working on the solid rocket boosters, but the shuttle itself is 2 separate pieces. I made the wings out of a different piece and folded them into here.
Very nice. Good work.
How about you all make space solar yacht.
Oh, yeah.
I said it. Space solar yacht. That is something JAXA invented 10 years ago. And you might have seen it in somewhere. It's now NASA is developing, whole world is developing. You know why? Because it's cheap. It doesn't cost too much. and it doesn't take too much energy. It's almost like trying to come closer to the green energy. And he has a video to show you what I'm talking about, and then you're gonna make this one at the end.
All right, let's take a look, everybody. This is awesome.
Wind power for world travel. Centuries ago, ships just like this here in New York ushered in the age of sail. But in this age of technology, we're now using these sails up in space, using the sun's power to power space flight.
Liftoff, an Atlas V rocket. May 20th, Cape Canaveral. In its payload, this, light sail. Super thin, super light, with a reflective mylar film. A sail that catches the sun.
And so if the force is constant from sunlight and
NASA's Les Johnson is an expert on solar sails at the Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama. He explains that light pushes.
It's a very, very small push. It's on the order of a few ounces per football field. But when you get up into space, if you unfurl a lightweight reflector and have sunlight on it, it's going to move.
Johnson says think of the sun's energy like little pellets from a BB gun propelling a sail through space. We can go faster than any rocket humans have ever made. To Pluto, for example.
Say in 2 or 3 years as opposed to 7 to 11 years, depending on the size of the sail.
Now, what would this do?
Well, it takes you to where you want to go. So one mission that's being talked about is to rendezvous with Halley's Comet.
I've always wanted to do that.
Carl Sagan brought the idea to the masses on the Johnny Carson show in 1976. But in application, the human race is only about 5 years into experiments with solar sails. The first to fly was Japan's Icarus in 2010 for about $16 million. NASA has invested $25 million over the last 2 decades, launching a solar sail into orbit to prove space deployment in 2010 too. This past winter, NASA tried to follow with Sunjammer, but that mission had to be scrapped. Light sail success this month is welcome news. NASA's Johnson is excited for 2 reasons.
It'll eventually let us go to the stars. And the other is, I think it lets us cut that cord with the Earth and not have to worry about bringing everything with us.
Following the path of science fiction from Star Wars to Star Trek, solar sails are quickly becoming science fact and might take us across the solar system in the next 100 years.
All right. Did you guys notice that sailor piece had a bunch of fold? That was origami. If it wasn't origami, it did not fold it right and it did not come about. The idea had to be like this. Here's my origami sailor model. This is a little coil, can you see? That's how it was, and then opens up. Oh, this is pretty.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, and then the other side like that. Now, if you open it, it does open completely to the square. And that's how it sails. The origami works really well for this because they are using the material like almost like a miter, which is almost smaller than as thin as human hair or even thinner. So the fold can be in it, but it's very soft. You could tell it was really soft, right? So a lot likely it will just go like that. And it doesn't hold the shape, it doesn't have any control. But by giving the fold, which is accordion fold and a pleated fold, it will give the miter piece a control because it gives the structure to the flat surface. So this could be the great future for traveling around the outer space. Let's make this one because this is so origami. And this is your last piece. I have a way to challenge yourself. This is not going to be easy. This is going to be pretty tough. And I have an easy version of this. This starts from, you can start from here or you can start from here. And choice is kind of up to you. So let's start from the easy one. And then after that, if you like to try the version from here to all the way to this, I have a video links that I'm gonna ask Miss Janet to share with you. And when you have a time, if you like to challenge yourself, just go for it with a video. All right. And if you can't, if you have a question, you can always ask. All right. This one is like this. That is the beginning of the solar yacht. So far, so good. Cut again, cut your paper, the rectangle paper to square, please.
Gotcha.
If you don't
Let's remember how she taught us to do that. So if you want to get this rectangle paper into a square, we just come over here, make that right angle. And again, it's easier if you're doing it on the table, and you'll do that, a crease there, and then we'll cut that bottom part out. So if you don't have that, we're going to give you a second just to catch up there, Kuniko. So how early do they begin teaching you this origami? Like, did you start as a little girl getting taught by your mom and your grandma?
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know nowadays, but when I was a little, I didn't have computer. There's no sign of internet. So all I got was my mom, and I'm an only child. That makes it even worse. So I learned it from my mom, very simple one. And Japanese, most of Japanese know something simple, one or two models, because we just learn it that way from mom, dad, uncle, brother, sister. And in the school, teachers don't have to teach us because we have a recess, and Japanese school system is kind of cool. We have a recess 6 times a day. And every subject over, we have 10 minutes, and we were on our own, and we make origami. We kind of show each other. And like the fortune teller, somebody was showing to me, that fortune teller, cookie catcher, that was something we made all the time. That's how,
this is great.
Yeah.
So everybody, if you have your square, I'm going to keep my puppet all day. I'm going to be practicing this one, Miss Kuniko, because I want to make my grandkids all one of these. So, all right. So teach us how we do this. Once we get our square.
Okay. Right. Here, this time you are going to fold this square to triangle, and I'm going to show you the technique to make a good. This one you have to make precise fold. Try to practice that. Match the top first, just one, little by little. Match that, and then slide your finger down all the way to the bottom, and then pinch it. Just pinch. So if you are doing it on the table, you'll be doing it onto the table and then pinch so that you matched the center. And then keep this one holded because it's matched. This time, you slide your finger to the corner and pinch. And do the same thing to the opposite side. Slide your finger and pinch. Now you have 3 spots pinched on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And just between the 3 spots, press that and press it into folded edge to a crease. Then you have a very good precise fold.
Mhm.
And when it's this size, if you are not very precise, it still works. But just imagine that sailor yacht that NASA was using, or JAXA made 10 years ago. Do you know how big that is?
No idea.
14 meters long. That is like taller than you, taller than your the adult side. And when it's big, preciseness counts. Okay, from here, you have to be precise. I said that. And then you fold from your, is that your left? I'm trying to think. Is this your left?
So yeah, we're seeing it as our left. It's your right, our left.
Okay, your left to the right. So you fold it in half. And you make a nice sharp crease. And I want you to find right angle right here. Origami is a lot to do with math. And here's 45 degree and 45, 90 right angle, right? And have that right angle to the top. That's like a pyramid.
Mhm.
And you are going to make those 1, 2, 3 lines and dividing it by, do you know how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, dividing by 4. So the center line is going to be divided. And to do so, first, I want to have this top go down to the bottom, but I really want it in the center. How do you know to find the center on the bottom? Where is, can you think?
Oh, let's see. Evie's got the answer. Evie, what is your answer over there? Evie.
You can fold it in half.
Great. That's it. So you fold, because I'm asking you about the bottom line of this pyramid, right angle. So from the left to the right, and don't make the whole thing. Just pinch it, just pinch. And then open up. Now fold the top. After the pinch, fold that down to the pinch point. And the origami now has over there 4 layers. It's a bunch of layers, so makes a tight crease. And if you don't, again, if you don't have a nail or if you don't feel you are making it tight, use a pencil or something and then grind it on the table. That should do it. Yep. And now fold it back again. You will make the top to the crease you just made. You got that?
Awesome. Yep.
And then now keep it folded.
Hey, Ms. Kuniko.
Yep.
I'm going to pause you real quick, and we're going to let this young lady down here ask a question. She's been very patient, waving her hands right now. So I'm going to unmute you there, darling, and you can ask your question, please.
So can you repeat what we do after we fold it in half and then fold it back, please?
Well, can you show me what you, where are you?
I will spotlight your video so you can ask, and you can show Miss Kuniko what it is that you've done so far.
So I folded it to here, and then it's unfolded.
You unfold it? No, okay, keep it folded. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
And then I think if you twist it, put the let's see, if you go back to this point, okay, now can you make a pyramid like this? There you go. But you want this open side on your left. Is the open side on your left? All right, there you go. Now I believe you're going to go fold from left to right. And is that correct, Miss Kuniko?
Yeah. So you had this triangle, and then that was coming from this way. So first we did once, and then we did twice. Yeah. And then now we did the third. We did the third, but we open back so we can see the line right here. Yeah. Yeah. You got to keep it open. And then now here's the top of the pyramid. Fold that down to hinged. So all the way down to this triangle. And then that turns into like a trapezoid shape. But the most important thing is the top of the pyramid, the point touch the bottom line. Yeah, and make a good crease, and that's where we are. And I am asking now, unfold the little triangle and fold down to the center horizontal line, and keep it folded. Very good. I see you all doing it. Good. And then from the bottom, here's the bottom. Fold it up. It's almost like a meeting at the center. So what we did was little top down and long bottom up, meeting at the center. Okay. And put it on the table, make a very sharp crease. And now I'm gonna do something fun. Have you thought about the word reverse? It's my English name. Reverse, R-E-V-E-R-S-E. Reverse is something to turn it around or going to the opposite way. So that's what we are going to do. So reverse fold. Reverse fold is, let's say, here's a little top. Little tip, fold it reverse, which means to the back side. And you are not making a new creasing line. You are using the same creasing line. All you did was a reverse back and front, back and front. And in this way, it will allow the fold to go back and forth to be flexible. And you will do the same reverse on the bottom. So here's my bottom piece. I will reverse it, like making the fold opposite way. And if I see my back, it looks like that. And make a sharp crease. Then now we are almost done. I think we were good with the time, Janet, Miss Janet. We should, because it ends like 11:15. Okay, all right. From here, when you open it, you see that beautiful geometric. And yeah, isn't that beautiful? I just love this pattern. And when you look at this, one side, here's a little, find the little like lines on the, no, let's recognize the lines. Here's a one line to show the square.
Right.
Next is in the middle, and then the smallest in the very, very center. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. And look at the outside the very towards the outer line, and here's a crease that is sticking out to you, like a mountain was sticking out to you. And then find another line sticking out to you. And by making that, make it all that like sticking out to you. What I'm looking for is the shape. Almost like you made a flat table, or if you see it from the back side, you made a little tray and pinch the corners. You made a tray. And the pitch of the corner is triangle. I hope you got that. Okay.
Yep.
Yep, very good. And then the next, make it like a table.
Okay.
Here's my table. Here's a tray, here's a table. And you will do the very similar thing. On this side, here's a table. On the table, make it into a tray. The same matters like you did. Okay, Adrienne got a question. Would you like to talk to me?
What is your name again, hon?
I don't get how you make the second one.
Okay, to do the second one is, this is where you are, okay? And then here's, yeah, you got the table, so keep it table. Here's table, and look at your table. And now this time you will make this second square line dent. Push that, push that. You will make it into like a, oops. So you push this line of the square, like a valley. Up the mountain. Adrian, are you okay? You got that? Okay, very good. So now make that part very distinctive and then turn it over. It's like strange looking four horns out, so it's shaping up good. Now here's my table, and you will do the same thing. Push the square you see. The inside of the square, that becomes the bottom of this tray. And then your tray is getting smaller and smaller. Here's my table.
Awesome.
And now here's my table. Push the no, don't push, because the single lot has a little coil.
Miss Kuniko, we're having just a little bit of trouble with your audio. Just a second.
Yeah. That may be it. There we go.
This is it. These 4 wings, you coil it. And that is the way of the sailor yacht. And when it goes out of space, and it moves up, opens up.
That is so super cool. I know that, okay, Victoria has a big SOS there as well. And so I tell you what, let's do this. If you've got 5 more minutes, Kuniko, what we might do, guys and gals, can we go back? I'm going to guess that maybe where it began to a bit unravel is when we had, after we had folded everything. So Victoria, where are you, my dear? There you go, baby. Let me unmute you. So did you get all of these folds, my dear?
Huh?
Did you get all of the folds and then kind of got lost on making your table? So you've got the table. Okay. So Kuniko, could we go back to there and we'll go through this one more time. And if we're still having problems, I will send all of you the tutorial that she has on this. So maybe starting one more time, if you don't mind, sweetie.
Victoria, could you show that to me so that I can see it?
Hold it up a little bit higher.
Yeah. Oh, good, good, good. So I can see where you are. This is where you are. And then you and I have the same one, okay? And now let's look at it like you are, put it on your paper, put your paper on your hand, and it's like looking at the table, right? Yeah, okay. Do you see the inside of the table, the square crease? That push that line. I'm gonna using my finger and push that square line. All I'm doing is pushing this line from all the side.
And guys, one of the things that I love about this exercise is that you may find that your brain operates in different ways. We have different ways our creative brain works. We have different ways our logical side. So sometimes don't be upset with yourself if it takes you a couple of times to see it. Because I just be honest, is that I was having trouble with this second step. But Victoria, what you have helped me do is that this second time around, I think my little, kind of like, oh, there you go. So we are both in the same boat together. Beautiful. All right, Kuniko, lead us on.
Yeah, so keep that folded, and then that's right, Victoria, do the pinching on the 4 corners so that you have almost like a 4 whiskers.
Yeah.
So that is like a 4 whiskers you got. Keep it folded. It's kind of, the tough part is keep it folded and then collapsing it. And then, okay, now I see. Victoria, can you show me what you got? Yeah, very good. And then next, from here, you will look at the table again. You see that the white side up? Look at the white side. And then do you see that another smaller square? Yeah. You're gonna dent the same thing. You're gonna push that square line. I'm gonna push with my nail, push it to make it like a tray or box into it. So you see the white inside. And then that's it. And like Janet said, this might be very unusual to you, but if you do it one more time, two more times, that becomes a practice and that becomes your new normal, and you can make different ideas, different designs. That's how art is.
Because then when we get to here, is this where you are? Victoria, hold your thing up. Have you got it? Oh, there you go. Okay.
You got it. And then that's it. That's the end. Oh, no, no. Maybe one more. Do you see one more? Yeah. So make it into the, so you see that? You see that whiskers? Whiskers? Make it a little tighter, tighter. And then do you see another square inside? I'm not sure if you have another. Do you have another square inside? Can I see it?
Can you hold it up? There you go.
Okay. And then I think that's it. Yeah. And Victoria, let me look again. I can't see. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's another one. So look at the color side. Look at the color side. Yeah, and then you see the another. No, you got it. You got it. That's it.
That's it. Woohoo! Yes. Woohoo!
Is that your sister? Okay, that's a sailor yacht. It's not exciting. And then by giving this texture, if you go like this, if you pull it, it opens up. And if you collapse, it goes back. It should go back.
Ah, so cool. So here's what we're going to do, guys. Let us all, it's like, thank you. This was one of the most fun things. Now, I see a few people with their heads on, and it's a little, Sabrina, I know it got a little frustrating, but I tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to send you some tutorial links. And so I tell you what we'll do is, Ms. Kuniko, what we might have happen, I'm going to send them their links. The challenge will be to make several things, and maybe first of next week, I could send you, if you guys take pictures of what you guys created or built, then Ms. Kuniko can maybe give you some helpful hints on how to further your origami, and we will watch a few more of her videos. Look at there. Yes, now, oh, there you go, Victoria.
Yeah, got it. You got it.
Yay. All right, see, this is what we want to do. It is, learning is all about doing something for the first time and keep practicing and asking the questions. You should feel very proud of yourself, Miss Victoria. That smile on your face is giving me chill bumps and making it even a better day. Oh, and look, I see your Sabrina with your puppet. We all learned how to do something exciting. So here's what I love that you've got colored paper. I'm gonna have to get me some good origami paper. Any last things you want to say to everybody, and then I'll have everybody say goodbye.
Okay, like she said, there's a resource from me, and I love to give you as much as I can. And it doesn't end right there. Origami is now so spread out into the engineering world, NASA, and architectural designing, graphic world. So it's a millions of sites is online, and then millions of books. I shouldn't say millions of books, thousands of books. So spread your wing and keep folding. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. All right, Ander wants to show us something. Ander, how do I lose you, my dear? All right, so Ander, what are you going to show us before we all say goodbye and thank you?
So I made another fold. I called it the cutie. So with the index paper, it's sort of like this, but with the index, you use it with index paper. I fold it down. I went over like that, so it looks like it has wings. I fold those back. I put tape, and then I decorate, and you can use it as a puppet.
All right. That's Right. It's a transformer.
That's right. Oh, you guys, this has been a beautiful time. I'm going to unmute everybody. And in Japanese, how we say thank you is konnichiwa. So can you guys will say thank you in Japanese today. So say konnichiwa. All right.
Konnichiwa.
Domo arigato. Kuniko, did I do that? Konnichiwa is hello. I should have said domo arigato, right?
Domo arigato.
My brain is like full of origami. So anyway, I'm so silly. So konnichiwa is hello and domo arigato is thank you. So let's try that again. Domo arigato.
Domo arigato.
No, she's not saying anything. She wants to count. I don't even think she knows how to